Hi, I'm Dr. Ryan with Path to Movement Health and Wellness. We're going to do a myofascial release technique for the plantar fascia. What you will need is a ball of some sort. It could be a lacrosse ball, tennis ball. And it's just important to note that the plantar fascia is a band of tissue that extends. It's on the bottom of our foot from the base of our toes all the way to our heel. More importantly though, this is going to connect to other connective tissues behind the heel, into the Achilles, into the gastroc, the hamstring, the glutes, so it's an important part of the posterior chain. And to do this release, we're just going to be in standing. So we'll get started, and first thing we want to do is basically roll around on this ball to just find or self-assess where are those tender spots, the spots that kind of hurt a little bit more. And in the first 30 seconds of this release, we're not going to really move around too vigorously. We're just going to sustain some pressure. So part of this is just getting comfortable being uncomfortable in the first part. And once you've settled into the pressure and you feel like you can move around a little bit easier, then we're going to start adding some rolling. So kind of locked in on a spot closer to the ball of my toes. For you, it could be maybe even more in your heel. But I would just say keeping that ball close to your hip or underneath you will help you manage the pressure that you put on it. So after those first 30 seconds, let's just start to move around. So let's just make small, slow motions forward and back and even side to side. So this first part of the release is getting the tissue to relax and then adding some change in pressure to it. If you want to move on to a new spot, you can try to find one, and once you're there, see if it's closer to the ball of your toes and you can actually get your heel down, you'll get a nice stretch through your calf as well. So this can be good to just go side to side. You may notice different parts of your calf and your Achilles, whether it's the inside or the outside, getting some stretching as well. Or if you're just noticing more towards your heel, you can put a little bit more weight over top of that ball. And then the last part we're going to want to do after we've done some sustained pressure, now we've done some rolling, is we want to add in a little bit of movement. So getting back to a spot that feels a little bit more sore, we're just going to curl the toes and extend them. So we're going to work through slowly about 10 reps. And you could actually roll the ball slowly while you do this motion with your movement. The idea of the movement is we're just promoting more gliding of tissues between the tendons and the muscles of the foot that actually flex the toes and the plantar fascia itself. So after you've done about 10 reps, kind of just scan through again, just see how those spots feel. And then you're going to repeat this on the other side. So that should help free up some extensibility and give you some more mobility in your foot.